Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Plot Armor Anime Podcast, where we talk about all things anime over here on the Block Sit Down YouTube channel. And today, ah, New Year's resolutions are looking a little bit shaky for me. I can't lie, it's looking a little bit shaky for me. But I still watched more than one episode. That's all that matters. How
Okay.
about you? How's your past week been?
Honestly, shit, I almost forgot that we had to record a podcast today. Obviously, with
Oh,
the college football basically being over, it's like I don't have to wake up, so it's like I'm not in that cycle no more. I'm not gonna lie, I've been enjoying sleeping in, bro. I've been enjoying sleeping in, bro. So I woke up thinking like, it's a Tuesday. Like, wait, didn't this
that's
guy
not.
just send me, like what we doing? Like, oh shit. I'm like, fuck. So yeah. That's been my week. I've been taking it easy, enjoying,
Yeah, now
my time
I'm
off.
not gonna lie, texting me. He was like, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it was Wednesday. And I was
Yeah.
about to be like, no, we don't even gotta do it today, bro. We don't even gotta do it today. I don't know. The gym, VJ, I don't know what he did in this leg day workout, but my legs are cooked.
Damn. I was about to say
I
because
was like,
you texted like we could do it tomorrow. The thing is, I'm busy tomorrow from like fucking 10 to like fucking 3. So I was like, we're gonna be able to do it tomorrow
mm,
anyway. So I was like, yeah, buddy, yeah, we had to get this up and out the way. But yeah, man. Um,
Friday.
yeah, Friday. I'm pretty sure we're about to record like basically the second last episode.
Oh my
Fucking.
lord.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And Cam not even gonna be home the whole fucking day, so it's gonna be like a Friday night. But so yeah,
Let me let me not do this
so yeah.
1 week. Nah, kidding. Just so I could watch more anime. That's honestly why
Yeah,
I was okay with pushing it back a week.
yeah, of course you was. But I mean, with that being said, I mean, time to jump into it, right?
Yeah, time to jump into it.
Alrighty. For the anime that we watched this week, at least what I watched this week. Remember, this is a spoiler, not spoiler free, but for spoilers to those who
Spoiler
might.
warning.
Spoiler warning. Thank you. So to those who like is interested with any of these anime we are watching, just be aware. First thing up for me, I'm not even going to go into the episode. I'm just gonna quickly do like a little recap. First one, the Demon King's daughter is too kind. I seen this little clip on Instagram and it was like very wholesome, and I wanted to watch it. So I went and watched. I think the first two episodes was out by then. I think, and then I'm not gonna lie, it's like I watched the first two episodes, but like, you know, it's like it's a wholesome anime, right? It's a wholesome anime, so it's cute, whatever. But it wasn't a anime that I would like to keep watching weekly. So I'm definitely already about to basically drop it in a sense. So
Already? Week
yeah,
two?
yeah, just because it just compared to the other anime I'm watching, it just like this one is just wholesome
Not
and
hitting.
it doesn't hit the same. So yeah, but this is the father basically. This is the father. He's obviously a demon king and shit. So it's literally what the name entails, right? So demon king and basically, and this is like she's like one of like the demon king like top soldier or whatever, right? So and then this is the little girl. This is his daughter, and I'm not gonna lie, she's very cute. And what she has going on is she's just too kind to everything. Like literally too kind to everything. She's even like taking care of a little pet little lizard that she find in the wilderness. And basically, her father is like, bro, I'm scared that our my heir is not going to be able to like live up to the name of being a demon king.
Yeah.
Demons will be ruthless and savage and all type of thing. And then she's like, don't worry, my king, I got you. I'm gonna train her to make her become a bad guy. Make sure she become this demon. And here she is. They're walking along a path to like, she's like, all right, I'm about to send you on your first mission, and this is what you gotta do. And she ended up just sneaking away, and they ended up playing hide and seek, bruh. And she's just searching for her. And this little and both episodes so far, there's like music. It's all some like Disney Channel stuff where it's like they randomly start singing. So
Singing.
this
There's some music.
yeah, it's all like, oh, that's unique, right? But yeah, so it keeps going. So it's very cute, whatever. And I think in the second episode, I think it was she kind of like explained to her like I'm lonely, right? So it's like dad's always too busy, she's always too busy. So whenever I get the time to play, meaning to her playing is whenever like she gets sent on this mission That's
Yeah.
like that's when I have fun. So it was a little sad right there. It's like I don't have nobody to play with, so that's why I go outside and I play with all these like animals and the people in
Yeah.
town because nobody in my family was playing with me, so she goes and play with them. But long story short, right? So far all the episode is this the girl, the blonde girl is like, I got you, King. We're about to go send her on this mission. She's gonna go do this. She ends up going to go do it, and it's like on the sheet of paper. First episode was like, all right, this is what you gotta read. Hello, I am the Demon King daughter. I am here to take your soul and steal stuff away from you. And the person she was doing it to was like an old lady. And she's like, oh, you the cutest role playing as a Demon King.
Mm.
And then they end up giving her like a little like sweet potato, and she was like, oh my god, thank you. And she's like, wait, I don't have money to give you. And then and then the person was like, aren't you stealing it though? She's like, oh yeah, I'm stealing it. And then it's a lot of wholesomeness, but yeah, that's the Demon King daughter is too kind. So like I said, I'm gonna watch 2 episodes and I'm not even gonna get into it. But remember, spoiler warning again. MF Ghost season 3. This is definitely anime I'm definitely watching. Obviously, so I'm definitely keeping up to it, and we're just gonna get into it. So, second episode, episode 26, Fireball.
Right there, this where I pay attention. The first episode, you kind of got me, bro. I can't lie.
All right, so obviously, the end of first episode, he basically he's back, right? He's back, so they're racing, right? And like all of a sudden, like, oh my god, is this red? So hit the number on his car is 86. So he's like, is number 86 back? Oh my god, he's racing, right? So it basically catch up back to like back to him, and it's like now it's like, whoa. By the way, this is the Hana NSX. That's what I was trying to remember a while ago. It's NSX. Anyways, right here, made the note in 8, and whoa, right, number 8, the red car pulls up like, whoa, he's in the race now. From Peninsula to in the road, the 86 suddenly close up, right? So it's like, they're racing, and then here she is having like, fighting with her fucking self-conscious or whatever, like, oh my god, I'm so in love, but I'm so glad she's back. Like, I'm like, that's she's. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I'm hearing it. Right, I'm like, yo, bro, let me get back to the races, bro. I'm trying to see how my man's cooking up on the road, bro. Right, so here she is. She's like, I never been so close to the road before, and these incredible curves coming in at incredible speed. I'm like, all right, bro. All right, bro. Like, bro, we get it, bro. All right, so that's what's going on, and they're racing, and then. They're basically like, bro, what you telling me this guy's back now? Like, oh shit, all right, well I gotta hold my ground to make sure I don't let him go, all right? But then all of a sudden there's like a turn, right? There's a turn and there's a section where people usually wouldn't like pass on, and he's basically doing it, and he's like surprised. He's like, it's clear he's going too fast, but his tires are holding their grip as he turns, so they're all confused on like, bro, how is his car doing this, bro? Like, is asphalt you're driving on different somehow? Like, they're all confused on how he's like doing this, right? So he's moving up the list again, and then now all the other races get news like, hey, 86 is back. He's right behind you. They're like, what? I thought there was something going on with his car. What's going on?
Yeah.
Then here we go again. He go and like. I was like, all right, well, I gotta hold my ground. The next person, I gotta hold my ground. I'm not gonna let him pass. Boom. He did the same thing. Like, hey, this is a turn that normally people won't do it. He goes and does it, and then it's like after the passing the 13 car, number 13, he overhauled the 6 in mere seconds. So it's like they're all just like surprised. Like, oh, you can see number 86 right here. So basically, he was behind that car all the way in the back right there, the NSX. Pass him, all of a sudden next car in front of him passes him, so he's just basically flying through it, right? Just flying. And then like absolutely off the lead, the regular Red Bullet, they're all just like crazy. And then like, is he in the zone or something? Like, how's he passing? And back to a little like chit chat with these girls. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking whatever. Keep going. I think now it's onto the next car. I think it's like I guess you could say the GTR is like not really the best friend, but his only friend in in the race so far. But they're still competitive with each other. Yeah. So like when he first got into racing, this was like the first guy like, I'll take you under my wing, and I'm gonna show you the ropes, cause I got a GTR, and I be out there, I be top 10, right? All of a sudden, first couple races, he's like, yo, wait, hold on, wait a minute, he better than me. He better than me, but then he still continue like, it's just since you did such a good job on your first race, since I took you under my wing, let me go treat you. So that's like the type of friendship they got going on. Yeah. But anyway, they come back, and he's like, he's racing, right? These two is like, I think they're brothers and sisters, so they basically work together, and they were like, hey, they had this head, so like, hey, we gotta work together. That GTR behind us, they're about to try to pass us, and the GTR game plan was like, hey, don't try to pass one, pass both of them. So it kind of worked hand in hand. And they're like, hey, you got the best car. You got the Nissan GTR, right? Your car is the best in the world, the Nissan GTR. And then, he eventually ended up passing them. And then he would go up on the list or whatever. Back to the girls talking. Now I think they're back to the commentator booth. They're like, hey, there's only one thing that makes sense on why the number 86 of a car is doing this. And that's because he's able to use the second shift. And that's why his car is so much different. Now we're back in the pack of towards this is first, second, third place right now. So we're back in the top of the pack. Explain what's going on over in this race. Explaining the cars, what's going on. And then here, this number 86, our main character. And this guy like, hey, I got the Huracan, they got a wide body. Ain't no way you about to pass me, bro. All of a sudden, he's like, excuse you, what the hell you doing? He did some crazy shit. I mean, attack around the corner, right? A little quick thing. So, end up passing. As you see, bro, he passed 3 cars so far, bro. So now it's just like, bro, oh shit, this man Kanata is back, bro. So that's all it is, and then they're basically gassing him like, hey, it requires a particular set of skills and sensibility to be able to pull off this type of move, and he's able to do it. So he's just flying. He's just flying by, and then this yellow car, he's in first place. So this yellow car, like, this is Super, by the way. So Super is like, oh, hey, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna overtake him here, and then obviously this white car being like, this the section where the yellow car did it already to a different car, and the white car is taking this path right here, the right side. Yeah. Super going left, the Porsche going right, and the Super. I think the last episode I passed somebody taking this route, so he's like, I'm gonna go do it again, right? But the Porsche being hey, good, he's not in first place for no reason. He holds his ground. He ends up making connecting again, and he realized, wait, how come I ain't passed him? Like, buddy, who you passed is not the same type of people. And then I'm not gonna literally, as we're like looking at other like races, literally our main character is literally flying through this shit, by the way. So it just like and then in that case I'll worry about the Porsche later. So he basically like, you know what? I can't pass that Porsche anyways. Let me worry about you. Let me hold you behind me. I wanted to race you to begin with, right? So that's what it was. So they're racing. And these characters are, alright, who y'all want to support? You like, bro, we gotta support, our main character, bro, cause he's a pride and, he's a student of our pride and joy. That is, I forgot his name, but the prequel to 86. If you don't, the initial D, I forgot the main character name in there, but he's like, bro, he's a pride and joy, and he's his student. Of course, we gotta support him. So that's what's going on there. Here the little flashback of initial D, I guess. Right. And then racing. They're just gassing him up like, hey, he the one that broke the record on this track, a 3-way battle, and then here he is in this like tight corner, going around corners and stuff, and let me play a little bit, and he's basically like creeping up on him. And then he's taking this. He said, and he's surprised, like, bro, you're you're doing it in a place like this, bro, this small corner. Nah, this is right there, right here. You pass him, like literally, buddy. Thinking we would do this was a competition. No, buddy, you in my way. Get out of my way. And he just, and they're all surprised because like, bro, there's nobody is like passing in these lanes, yet he's doing it and doing it smoothly. So it's like they don't know what to say. So this guy is like, he's very informative. This is just an announcer guy, and he's like, hey, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Maybe you can help me on what just happened. Like the more analytical type thing, and then now he's just explaining it. It's hard to imagine anyone doing that in that spot. You know, it's like I said, the gas on our main character. He said, what we saw fall under the MFG considered to be fair racing. So basically, now they're explaining the rules. Like, hey, apparently, like, you got to give both car room to, like, pass or something, blah, blah, blah. So that's what it was. So I was like, oh, okay, so interesting. So I didn't think he breaking the rules. Obviously, he didn't even touch the car, let alone, like, hit anything. And then now this is, I guess, the sponsor or something. I don't know, the brother or whoever of the Super. So he's like, I never figured he would beat, kind of the American from the get go. But the guys him say, hey, but he's a quick learner though, so this is valuable lesson for him. He said he has a prodigious talent for absorbing what he experiences and using it himself. So, they're gas him up, But
they're the sponsor for the main character.
No, not sponsor for the Super.
Super.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Super. Yeah. I think I don't know if it's his brother, dad. I don't know, but all I know the Super's in the race because of them, some way, somehow. They haven't explained to me, but obviously you can see them there in like expensive like building, and he's in wearing suits, and there's some sort of important, right? But they're just talking like, you ain't tell him about his weakness. Like, nah, but what's the point of telling him his weakness if his fucking if he want to race, he gotta learn that shit himself. And obviously now he caught up to first place, the Porsche in the first place, I think. Where's in second place? Where's the blue car? What the hell? Now I'm forgetting about. There's supposed to be a blue car here. Interesting. Welcome to the Pride. Kind of outdid me. So racing, and then obviously now it get to the good part because, like I said, the Porsche is in first place. Now I guess our main character is in second place now, and obviously he's back. So we're about to see a good race next week. Hopefully, well, I think it drops Saturday. I think. So yeah, we're gonna see what happened next episode. So that was MF Ghost episode 26 Fireball. So, and then
is that like the end of the race?
No, the race is still going.
Like next episode. The next episode, that's like.
Oh, I have no idea.
Probably like the end.
I have no idea. I just been emerged. So like they're saying, oh, that's lap 3 or whatever the fuck. But I'm not paying attention for. Yeah. Going through one year after the other. Next episode, Noble Reincarnation, Boys and Blessed. Also, I'll obtain the ultimate power. So far, I'm loving this anime. This is this part like MF Goes. This anime and this anime that wasn't able to talk about last week just because it dropped day of that we recorded.
Big 3.
Yeah. So this one is he's born into a blessed family, right? So he has ultimate power. What the hell just happened? Sorry, something happened on Discord. Anyway, but blessed power, right? So he does, he's in a town. This is our main character right here. This is his servant. Obviously, he just bought the town over here. Yeah. He's basically just gassing up all his workers, saying she does good work. She pays attention to small details. And we're going about it, and then I think. I don't know what happened, but apparently he got some boost for something.
For buying the town? Or?
Oh, no, he got a boost, I guess, for being in presence of her. So last episode it ended up we see this girl. We don't know why. Possibly another character to the show, obviously. So that's what it's lead up to, and then so she's singing, right? She's singing, and he's enjoying it. They're enjoying it, and she's just singing. Then some random guy, that why the hell you singing here, right? Ruining the atmosphere and stuff like that, right? He said you ain't gonna earn enough to pay you off your daddy's debt this way. So obviously now we get information that she's singing or trying to earn money because her dad is in debt. Why? We don't know why. Yeah. They go grab her. There's a little like you can see the this. There you go. You can see this, and now he's fucking like basically all what all bad guys does, where they grab onto a girl, fucking damn near like fucking, damn near like sexual harassing. There we go. That's the word. So, and then he gets up like, hey, what the hell y'all doing? And then obviously they can't see who he is because it's dark. And say, what the hell your little ass want? And say, your little ass ain't gonna do. Don't you mess with your little shit. And the power of the sword gets mad, and then release the power, attacks him. And then who the hell is this kid? And then he recognizes. He's like, here, this is for the ad for the incident. And the guy reads it or sees whether he's like, wait, this is a prince. Oh shit, a prince is here. And then they start talking like, hey, how much is your expenses per month? How much is this? Okay, I did. Like, hey, I'll pay you. Saying, said I'll pay you to keep singing. Basically, just like, hey,
Yeah.
I want you to keep doing your thing. And he's like, I'll keep paying you more the better you get. Basically, obviously, we there's something he wants from her for her to do this, right? I don't know what it is. I think it's a stat boost. I'm not sure yet. So, but yeah, now then it cut to go into the little intro, and then now he's leaving. I think he's leaving. Get to the main mansion. They're like, you see, like, damn, this is just crazy, bro. I'm not. I just love shit like this where it's not too cringe. It's serious, but I just like stuff like this. Like the maid's like cleaning his shoes. I'm not saying like this how it's true, but it's just like the importance of like she loved her job because he took care of her. So she like, this is the least I could do. I gotta make sure my master look good because she take care of me. I just like stuff like that. And then the guys that we seen in the beginning, they're laying his head. They're like begging for forgiveness on the outside gate, by the way. And they said they wish to apologize to you. They're like, oh, they finally learn who I was, huh? No, too late. Tell them Prince is not someone they can just see when other want. But he was like, hey, tell them just because you come here and apologize, I'm not about to give you my time. And then he meets his fourth son, granting an audience to men like them without the second thought. Basically, like telling him like, hey, you're doing a good job, bro. You're not giving them a damn time. Like if you did, you'd be sullying, the being a prince, because like, bro, just because you pull up to come apologize doesn't mean you're going to be granted an audience. So she's like, just not the place. Please come inside. And they're talking. Let me think that he's still gassing them like, hey, did a good job. He's like, yeah, I did that way, just to let him know like, hey, I was still mad, whatever. Basically, just like playing the role of what a prince should be playing, basically.
Yeah.
And he just gassed him like, prince, you can think that far. And then I guess he's like now just thinking about more of like his sword. He's explaining, hey, how's that sword dealing with you, and then like how you keep that sword around you. And then he basically shows him that like, oh, that ain't a problem. My sword can shrink itself and grow on its own, so I just keep it in my sleeve. And he's like, wow, you're fucking able to already master that shit. How impressive. Now it's nighttime. They're still outside, bowing his head. And then this piece of shit, he's like, bro, I can't take this anymore. Okay, and like, don't you get all snotty, ignore us, you little shit, right? And then I think what he did was like, hey, I guess he's like his boss or something, controlling him. He's like, hey, get your ass down. And he just ended up bending his head. He said, I'll kill you anytime, any place, damn it. The fucking, that bald-headed dude, right? Yeah. And then he quickly do that little power, like showing his power, like, man, bow your head, bro. Who the hell you think you are, right? He's like, bro, what did you just do? He said, I unleashed a little bit of power, a little flex, whatever. And then I think he apparently there's like a banquet going on. I don't know what's going on, right? So you go into this place and they're all welcoming him, and it's like, oh my god, that's a prince. And then he said, this is a gift from the crown prince. And they're like, oh my god, that's the national treasure. I guess it's called the national treasure, the Leviathan. I guess like it's well known in the whole country, like it's a national treasure, I guess. And they're all surprised, like, damn, the first ever born prince gave you that? Like, damn, we should respect him. He's already prince of royal blood, right? Just respect him, but respect him even more. He got a national treasure. Continue. 13 prince. And then this guy, he said, I bet it's just a toy replica, right? And then I let it play a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, he did not just talk shit. You talk shit to a royal. Tell this guy think he doing?" And he's like, "Oh shit, I fucked up." Like everybody all listen to him. Like, "Oh yeah, you fucked up. Hopefully I don't get fucking
Murdered.
yeah." And then he heard that shit and glared the fuck out of him. He's like, oh no. If I could get him, like, that wasn't me. What you talking about? And then here's the sword. Remember, the sword have his own will. The sword basically just unleashed the aura, and then now they all feel the power and shit. And then he quickly says, quickly please. Oh, he's just sit on his ass now. Here we go. I think now he says it. Oh no, he already said it. Fuck me, man. Anyways, he basically says hold. There we go. He said hold. There we go. That's what I wanted. He said hold, and then they all stop. He said, "Were you angry because its master was insulted? I appreciate your relationship, but that was too much." Him talking to the sword, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well, most impressive, Your Highness," right? Because he's like, "Damn, I'm sure everyone here felt very close to death for a moment." And then with a single word, you was able to put it in command. Like, Your Highness has one control over that woman power, just gassing them again. And they were like, "Oh my God, holy shit!" A single word from His Highness saved our lives. Just gassing them. And now he's like, "Hey, what should we do about him? Leave him be, I guess." Yeah, I guess he just left him be. I don't really know what more to happen. Now I guess he's being greeted by everybody. Greeted, and then there's people show up. Like, "Hey, head of the company. Yeah, this my daughter." And he was like, "Hey, that's not your real blood, is it? Like, how you know? Like, what a keen eye you have." And like, "Yeah, that's not only is just a not random girl, she's also a slave." And he's like, "What? How you know all about that shit?" He's just like, wow. He just like, wow. And he's like, I'm interested in y'all. Hey, I'm gonna invite y'all. Right? I'd like to hear more about her. I'm gonna invite y'all sometime. Basically, like, he's the first. They're the first two to get like audience, just get something more from the prince than just like, "Oh, thank you, next, thank you, next," And then he's like, "There's more to that girl." Just basically telling him like, "Hey," he got up and just left. Like, "Hey," he accepted like, "Oh, I would love to come," and just straight up left because everybody else like, "Damn, how come he get invited by the prince but not me?" So a little bit of jealousy. So they would gas him like, "Hey, he's smart for just leaving after that." All right, but he was like first one to be acknowledged by the prince. That's them all the people talking about it. There's another reason why I could tell that wasn't his real daughter. And then he's like, "Well, how you know?" And then he go, let me see. He taps the sword, and she triggers. So it's like she felt the power from that shit. And she been protecting the Byron since the first time I used the sword as a threat. So it's like she's basically a bodyguard, a daughter/bodyguard. So he's like interested. A girl her age would normally be protected herself, but I could not be more impressed by Your Highness. Just gassing him up more. Now he's just taking a stroll. There's talking about in town. Damn, this is a long episode. I don't explain this fucking long episode, right? They're strolling, looking for some things and trying to find like basically treasure, right? Like, and then he was like, "All right, let me come with you. This is a good test to see if you're really, if you're really that good. If you're really that good, you will find things that's of natural treasure, right?" They're just going around looking thing, and then he's like, "Oh, no luck, we failed today." Yeah, but he's holding on to a book. "Hey, how much is this?" "Then what is this? What did you find a bargain?" He said, "It's the Grandma Andre, the legendary sorcerer." "Oh wow, look at that! The test that you like. Let's see you find something. You go find the legendary sorcerer. Like, that shit crazy." He said, "The original at that." I'm like, "Bro, this guy, bro, just a hello aura, bro." He said, "How do you know what it was?" He's like, "I don't know, but he talked to himself. But at that moment, I touched it. Touched it. A plus was added to my win stat. Yo, let me find out my man getting boosted even more, bro." Right, so
He's getting boosted with everything, bro.
yeah, so I thought, I'm not gonna lie, when I see all the F's, bro, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's cooked. He's not getting nothing but all the water shit." I'm like, "Oh, it is what it is."
Yeah, bro.
He grab his swords, he goes strikes it, I guess, and then it releases the power, and then the sorcerer's soul sealed inside releases, and then you go and like basically kills it. He releases power, kills it. He's surprised on how strong he is. "Hey, I'm good, you good? How you become that strong?" And then he's seeing some this guy like, hey, you're the prince, right? And like I got this ring where, you know, apparently it only like reveal itself to the true owner, and every single time I keep throwing it out some way somehow it keep returning. And then now that he presenting the sword, he said I've shown it to many people but it never respond. He said I tried getting rid of it many times but it keep returning like I just said. And then he said try it on Noah. He tries it on. The rarity SSS triple S, like Jesus Christ, like oh my god. It's and then armorized, and that's his true form. It basically just end up giving him armor basically. And the ring also talked, by the way. It said new owner recognized, some shit like that as well before doing it. He said, hey, I payment sent to you later. Now he just armored up. I think he said this is really something different about you. I think he said I'll buy it. Let me pay for this one. Right, there we go. And then, hey, you sure you don't want to ride? He said, nah, I'm good. I got a ride. And then here he pulls up, fucking like, you little piece of shit. And he's like, don't worry, let me use my ring. And it pops up a fucking shield, bro. Shit crazy. And then I think somebody came reprimanding him. Right, I think it might be the driver itself. Like, you got automatic defense. Yeah, I linked with my ring with my sword. Like, what the fuck is going on? This guy just doing shit. She's like, you already mastered it, incredible. And they return back to this place, and then more other people fucking bothering her and shit. Like, yo, let me get you a drink. Like, you know, fighting for her and shit. All right, they're about to fight it, and then he comes in the middle. They're about to punch each other. He put a fucking shield in the middle. Like, all right, stop that shit. Somehow strip him naked. They run away. She's apologizing. And then, like, hey, hey, why you keep letting these type of people in and keep disturbing the fucking place? Like, I'm sorry, I need those type of people because that's how I make my money. He's like, all right, how much money you need for this place? I'll buy it. He's like, here, is 1,000 blah 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 good? He accepts it. He said, thank you. Now I guess you own this place too. He said, hey, all I need you to do is keep singing, cause I'm trying. You like my singing that much? You're like, yep. You're like, cause I'm gonna eventually present you to my dad. Blah blah blah. Show you your worth to my dad eventually. But yeah, that was Noble Reincarnation Born Blessed, so I'll obtain ultimate power, episode 2, the birth of the songstress. Next one, obviously this one that I wanted to watch last week, but I wasn't able to because it dropped this the day of recording. But long story short, easy going territory defense by the optimistic lord. So
you watched both episodes.
I didn't watch it. Obviously I watched, like I said last week, I watched that episode, the first episode when it came out, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna give a quick review, quick catch up as I go here. Episode 2 is called The Proper Way to Use Weak Magic. So right now, he been not executed. He basically had to go live somewhere else because they found out that his magic is weak. He got the altitude of like creating things instead of like attacking magic. Like he doesn't have fire, the wind, water. Yeah, basically he got the weak one, right? Supposedly, like, yeah. But all you do is create shit. That shit lame as hell. You're not about to do nothing. You can't protect the household that way. Hey, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. You were prodigy as a young age, but you know you can't really represent. You can't protect that hospital in time of need. You know you can't come out on the battlefield and you know use your fire magic. You gotta get out. So he got banished, or he got banished to a different town. Like, hey, you're still a prince, but you're not going to be with us. You're going to go to a small town far away, and you're going to hopefully make them become under our ruling basically. So that's where it is. And going forward, and like here he is like testing out his magic, trying to learn what it is. He ended up creating a little sword from a stick. This is his personal made. Basically, like she was training him. She was basically doing everything. She was basically playing with him in a sense, like they were practicing sword, and she was just like spinning around doing whatever she wants. Yeah. And it was this was the first episode. It was funny because all the other maids, like, hey, let's execute her because you're making fun of the prince. She's like, what? I'm sorry, I was just having fun with the prince. And then as punishment, flick on the forehead, because he doesn't see like obviously apparently is another anime where. Fucking royalty should be held at the most importance, right? You shouldn't be making fun of the prince for while practicing swordplay. So that's how they were treating her, and he was like, "What do you mean? He's just having fun. She's still helping me flick on the forehead. That's your punishment, and she's basically grateful. This guy was once a slave. I don't know if this is episode 1. All right, if you could barely see right here, this purple hair, that's him. He was a slave, and he got sold as a slave. He was like in the market, like wrapped up in ropes and shit. And it was his own father that was coming to sell him, by the way. So he got sold. He ended up getting bought by him, and now he's like forever in debts to him. So that's, now that y'all caught up with the 3 main characters, I'm so far at least. That's what's going on. Remember that we're going to a village, and then he's like, I already decided to dedicate my life to you, Lord Von. And he said, did you just propose? You love me that much? You know, you're just feeling happy that, you know, he wants to. You're being kind of intense. He's like, yes, I do. I admire you deeply. Right, you know, just showing his love for him. And then they came to an abrupt stop. It said, seems the village is under attack. Well, shit. His town that he's about to rule over is now under attack. Then they're going to attack. Now they're just debating. This was the head of the army for the current king. But, you know, since he was training him in the sword play as well, he's like, well, sit. You're getting banished. I'm coming with you. And he brought coming soldiers. So that's who he is. You're like, hey, let me join this battle. These are some adventurers that got hired by his brother that basically saved him from getting killed. You know, some extra protection. And they're basically like, hey, we're not about to help, bro. That's not part of our, you know, fucking job, bro. We was told to just protect him on the way here, and that's it. All right, so that's what's going there talking. We don't know how to guard the kid until you reach the village. That's where we at. You're like, all right. And then this guy is the butler of the king as well, but obviously he was training him in like all the books, all the knowledge, everything basically. Just training him like book worthy, right? So he's like, hey, you getting banished? Well, I gotta keep teaching you things. Obviously they all know he's a prodigy, so they're like, you know, well, we're coming with you. Like, hey, I already trained a successor anyways. He could take my spot, but I'm coming with you. All right, so he's going on. He's talking about like, hey, by the way, you might not know it, but I'm a sorceress myself. He's like, hey, I'm gonna do this, you do that. And they're just debating, keep talking about it. And then he's like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be the decoy, our main character. And then she jumps like, what? No, I'm not gonna put you in danger. If anything, I'll be the decoy. Like, you know, respect. Yeah. And they're like, no, you guys shouldn't do any of that. You know, it will hurt me to, you know, see you guys to get harmed. And I truly want you guys to truly enjoy life. You know, just be free. You know, you guys are always working under me. You guys never ever felt free. They're like, well, I don't give a damn, bro. He's like, I'll ride the character, take the head attack on. They're like, all like, but like, and then this guy's like seeing like whoa, he's willing to put his life on the line, and he's a noble. He's like, all noble I know, they, you know, they're dickheads. They're terrible people. You know, they all look down on us and stuff like that. So he's like getting a change of heart. So funny enough, he ends up like, hey, you're the adventurer that's gonna be blah blah blah. He's like, well, thank you, blah blah. And he's like, oh yeah, you're welcome. Like, you know, he never been treated so nicely by you know, royal blood. And then he's like, I thought, and this guy one of the adventurers like, I thought you said there was no nice royalty or whatever, right? You know, so it looked like we'd be guarding some ordinary kid, then I guess. And then here he is pulling his sword out, and then he's like, all right, bro, just for this one time, bro, I'll help out, bro. So he pulls up. And if I complain anymore, my comrades get mad at me. You know, these adventurers, they're protecting Lord Von here, meaning protecting the future of the house. They're all just like, all right, bro, let's go kick ass, right? The butler puts up some wall. I don't know how these fucking, you know, these idiots doesn't know there's a fucking wall behind them. They're still shooting forward. And all of a sudden they get shot in the back. And they're basically being attacked now. They're all showing their power. They're like, they're just fucking them up, right? They're fucking them up. Oh, there's a moment right here where, keep going. So this guy.
Okay, it wasn't me then.
What happened?
Like, internet died. Everything just like shut down on the Discord side of things.
Oh, well, luckily
Maybe it was you.
Luckily it was good on my end.
All right.
Long story short, this guy decided to change his attacks, end up going attacking the back lines obviously, and the prince was like, I got you, hold on, don't worry about me, and ended up protecting her. and like here's a butler, his sidekick basically, the slave he saved, basically doing the dealing blow. And now she's just like, who the hell is this fucking prince, bro? This guy's crazy. I never seen no prince, protecting somebody like me, shit like that. And then she said, next time, please let me risk my life first. And just, like, yeah. And then she's like, yes, I will.
All the good stuff.
Wait, you didn't hear it that whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, fuck it, bro.
Like, stop talking, and it was just like, okay, well.
Oh, interesting. Well, the viewers were caught up with me.
I'll watch the episode later.
Yeah. So now he's like, okay, I will. And then she's like, bro, you're only saying that so I leave you alone. And then she's like, please help. Said no advice. Now let's go intern. They're entering now, and like now they're being greeted. I'm the village chief. Rhonda. They're talking. Like, thank you much for saving our village. Hey, we used to have night that patrol the area, but now that we're under your command, they're no longer here. Survivors in jeopardy. Are you saying protecting this village isn't worth it? Complaining about the state of the kingdom won't do any good, but basically explaining like, hey, that's not gonna do any good. We need to work around it. We need to catch up to time. Basically, we can't change the law of the kingdom. If 1 + 1 = 2, buddy, you're not changing that one, buddy. So that's basically what he's saying. He basically gave 3 options. First, we need to produce something so valuable the kingdom can't ignore. Trying to make the place, more valuable. He said, well, that also we all came up with ideas too, but it's harder said than done, obviously. He said, don't worry, your new lord arrived. I'm gonna make sure we get the job done. Right?
Yeah.
He said, they don't trust me at all. And then they're like, because okay, this is the funny one. Okay, they're like, oh, so you have like fire magic, wind magic, this all type of magic. Like, nope, I got the shittiest one. They all immediately get depressed. And they're like, well, shit, I'm gonna get depressed now, bro. But then remember, this is the head butler. I was the head butler to the king, and they're like, yeah, I was the head of the fucking of the king's army. And they're like, oh my god, how did we get such valuable people here? Why are such people with people here now? All of a sudden, giving them a brighter future now. He said, don't expect too much from combat. Those two that I haven't grasped my power yet. Need to get depressing in. And they're like, hey, what should we what should we do about the harvest? It's a struggle to give 30% of the harvest. They're like, all right, just cut it down to 10%. They're like, what, 10%? And he's like, hey, how much can you do with a wall? Hey, to go ahead and put up a wall. Now he's like testing out his magic now. And then he's just testing out his magic, and he ended up creating this like crazy, like, hey, you gotta do some fiber. I feel the mana in my hands, and I turn this wood into this strong block. That's what happened. Like, it's a fiber block, like that nano fiber stuff. And then the other two like, excuse me? Huh? Like nano fiber? What the hell you nano?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. The editor end up going by like, whoa, you made all these shits, and he's just surprised. He's like, hey, it's okay it's okay. I try to cut on it. Like, yeah, go ahead. Pulls it out and swings so hard at that shit, and that shit did not break, right? And he's like, I swung at it so hard enough it cut through stone, and then obviously our main character is like, oh wow, look, not even a single scratch on it. Fast forward, he's like, hey, you not tired, bro? He said, I don't particularly feel like I'm tired. And then this is the slave talking to him like, hey, I heard that mana consumption of production and magic is intense, so you're, even making one thing is very tiring. And you're like, well, shit, I don't feel nothing. And then he go and make a katana. He's super excited, like, oh my god, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Ends up giving to him. Now he's cherishing it. And then the next, then his mate is like doing so excited doing the bro, what's the fuck her name in Spy Family, bro? Shit.
Anya or your?
No, bro, the little girl, bro.
Anya?
Yeah, Anya, bro. She's doing the waku waku shit, bro. So that's what you doing right now. So I'm back a little bit, and then making this this ugly axe. It's like, oh, don't you like axes? Axes, it's such a wonderful axe. I was in trance, still depressed. And then obviously he's like, I'm glad to hear you like it. And then he said, I feel bad for her, so I'll make her a cute accessory later. Poor girl, right? So that's what he said. My body's sore. We've been camping outside for so long, but they're acting fine. But I know they're exhausted too. Like, and you know what? I'm gonna go make our house. He brings the blocks over. And the chief village is like, what is this? Like, yeah, is it fine we build a home here? Like, well, this is supposed to be the town square. Shit, we're not using it anyways. You know, what a perfect place for you to build your house, right? Now he's like, all right, let's see if I could actually make something large as a house. And you start forming. He start, all right, I gotta visualize the thing, go in super nerdy mode and do all this shit, right? And then doing it, and then all of a sudden they're finished. And they're all just astonished, like, wow, incredible. And eventually, like, what? In such short amount of time, what the hell? They're all just surprised. They're like, wow, so this is his house, this is his home. They're all like, bro, that's supposedly, you know, our Lord's home. That's our Lord's mansion. They're all just like loving on it. And this is what the mansion looked like. And then he's like, maybe I made it a bit too big. And that's where the episode ends. Dun dun dun. So yeah. Easygoing territory defense by the optimistic lord. That was episode 2, the proper way to use weak magic. So those were all the anime I watch. Obviously, it seemed like this season anime seems like a good season anime for me. So I will definitely be watching this all the way through and through. So yeah.
Yeah. You got your episode 2s. You liking how it's starting so far?
Yep. Liking everything about it so far.
Man, that's good. Me, I just been watching old stuff. If I'll be honest with you, you're
a binge watcher, bro. You can't be helped, bro.
Binge watcher, bro.
Yeah,
I
bro.
can't help it.
Yeah, so
I've been thinking about rewatching a lot of different shows. You know, a lot of shows are getting like season 3s, right, or second parts of season 3s, like Fire Force. Think about binge watching season 1, 2. And I haven't seen season 3 yet, like the first part of season 3. So I've been thinking about watching Fire Force, rewatching it. Think about rewatching Jujutsu Kaisen, because the season 3 is dropping actively.
oh yeah, that is true.
Spy Family, Doctor Stone. I just want to watch to catch up on, right? Like all of these are like shows that, you know, they're not old, but like they've been out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another show I'm getting before their season 3 drops is Kaiju number 8. Right? I watched. I didn't finish season 2. I was watching it weekly and I kind of fell off. So I finished it yesterday. Right? So I watched the last couple episodes, and honestly, I enjoyed it. I always liked Kaiju number 8 when I first watched the anime. It's kind of crazy that their next season will be their last season.
Damn, right? Yeah, I heard it didn't the manga just recently end too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like this is one of those ones where it's like I didn't watch to what's it called? I didn't read before watching it, and I kind of regret that I didn't do that because it looked scary. And I was like,
oh yeah, I forgot you did say that.
I'm scared. But like I see edits of it, I'm like, yo, bro, this isn't a scary show. Let me watch it. And I loved it. Here's the trailer for it. I might watch that on my own time later, so we don't get copyrighted. But last season, it's kind of tough. Was there a release date? I think there was, but I'm not seeing it so far. That it's not released yet.
Yeah, I don't think there's a release date yet. I think you just confirm.
Yeah, confirmed.
I'm about to say because if there was I'm about to say usually if there's a confirmed release date, they will have it in the status like, hey, coming out, blah blah blah. So, yeah, just confirm.
It's just confirmed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm happy with that. All right, but the next anime I watch, you know, the trash anime, I'm not gonna lie, they went a couple weeks without dropping no more dubbed episodes.
Damn.
So I was just like, yo, what happened? That's why I was watching the other show, finish the other show, because I'm like, yo, this show I was watching weekly is not done yet. So that they released, I thought they was gonna be like, okay, they're gonna hype it up, boom, drop the last 2 episodes together. Nope. They dropped one last week. And I'm thinking one this upcoming week, hopefully. I don't know what the news is about that, but so yeah, we're watching episode 23, The Man Who Will Be Stronger. Right? So then it starts off where we picked up the last episode, you know, they finished the trash beast, you know, they got saved or whatever, right? And then Rudo is just like, before starting anything, he was like, yo, if I'm being honest with you, I just want I just want I just want to be I just want to chill out. You guys are taking it too serious. I just want to chill out and eat some sweets. And I'm like, you know what? I can respect that. I can respect that.
Facts, facts.
Right. All right. Then the opening plays, opening. Right. Aura farming. And then these people, they're coming to save him. They're like, yo, the Raiders made a trash beast. Like, we've never heard of that. Right. So now we're going like overtime. And she's like, yeah. They was like, how did they do that? And she overheard the boss talk about everything. She was like, yeah, she was trying to make their own Watchmen series. So that's why there's so many, like, you can make trash beats. And when you fail to make a Watchmen series, you just make trash beats, right? And they was like, oh, well, we're gonna be, you know what I mean? We're gonna have a little bit. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, you guys are thinking way too deep about the things for now. Let's just take some time and get some sugar in me, right? Then I could think about it, right? And maybe we become stronger. And then this dude tried to con him out, and then he ran in front of the truck. He was like, "Ow, ow, ow! You guys hit me, broke my arm," you know. And then they're all like, "No, we didn't." You know, they bobbing their head, music playing. Like, no, we didn't. If you're gonna scam us, try someone else, right? And they're just like, "Yo, you gotta drive carefully, man." And then this dude, you know, he's the fashion designer. He was like, "Yo, these are nice clothes you got," you know. And then he's like, you know, complimenting him. And then he's just like, "Yo, why are you guys ignoring me? Is that what the givers do? Am I that annoying?" And he's just like, Engine. This dude is like, "Nah, Rudo is about to visit somebody recuperating, and he's kind of nervous about it, right?" And then flash back to him talking to him back in the sphere. He was like, when somebody's injured or in like the hospital, they give flowers, right? They give flowers to be like, "Hey, are you okay?" Da da this, da da that. And then this dude is like, "Yo, I cannot give you my flowers that I'm growing. Flowers are like a rare hot commodity down here, so I cannot give it to you." And then he's just like, "But actually, they sell fake flowers, and we could buy that for them, right?" And they're just like, "Okay, let's go buy you some fake flowers. We're about to head out anyway, so might as well, right?" So then they got the fake flowers. They're ready for him, and they just see him. Can I get it? They just see him like this, sitting there, right? And they open the door and they close it. They're like, out of everybody in that battle, he's the only one that got injured. He's the only one that got hurt. He's the only one that got beat up. He is beating himself up now, right? And the engine is like, yo, out of somebody who's always experienced the lows of life, right? He should be fine. But we probably shouldn't mess with him now. And Ruda's just like, dang, bro, you're right. You're right. And then and then they're about to go in again, just to, talk to him. And then she calls him up like, yo, somebody wants to apologize to him. And I'm not gonna lie, I seen this for a second because this was only like a 1 second like clip. I thought it was the dude who drugged him and everything, who beat him up. I'm like, yo, why is he coming to apologize? Because they said that the drugs he was using was non-lethal, so he didn't kill him, but he could have overdosed on him. So, anyways, they just like, all right. So then if you remember, she's the lady from Shantytown that was like, that does like the magic and gives them the magic tattoos that makes sure they're like safe and everything, right? So she was like, "Yo, I'm sorry. I did everybody else's one hit like magic tattoo good except yours. I didn't do yours good. I I did it. I made it like silly, right?" And then, oh, no, 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 no. So that they was like, "What silly? What did it do?" And she was like, "Pump your arm real quick," and it did this, boom, and everybody's like, "Yo, what's going on? That's it." And then he's just like, "Oh my god, I'm in such a big trouble." And it's like, "Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. That's
She
pretty
got a
bad."
gooner
And
arm.
yeah, and then he just starts laughing because he was sad, right? He just started laughing. He was like, "Yo, nobody's ever played a trick on me like that." And he was essentially like, "Yo, you're good. Yeah, I could have died, but realistically, the spell was so if I did make a mistake, I wouldn't die. So realistically, it's not you, it's me for being that weak, right? And I will be stronger, right? And then he's just like he's evolving, like he's getting stronger, right? And then boom, this happens. They still talking. Now Rudo's talking to him. He's just like, "Yo, bro, I'm weak, bro. I don't want pity, right?" And Rudo's like, "Yeah, my fault, gang." And then there's like, then we get those flowers back for you, right? And then the people at the cleaners, like their company, gave him like a to go bag, like a goodie bag, right? And he's just giving it to him. He's like, tell others I said thank you. And this dude, hold on, let's see if I could get to it. You could see in this picture, like he's like he's like an engine glazer, right? So he's just like, oh my god, engine gave me gifts. He gave me gifts, right? And he's just like, yeah, we make it across the border. Is that good or bad? He's like, I don't know, but I don't know what their main goal is either, right? And then the dude who got injured, like, I gotta get stronger. Is that as a trainer, I gotta teach him too, right? And then it cuts into the enemies, and then the newbie was like, yo, was it smart that we lost so many people during this quote unquote test, right? And we didn't even get the 2 Watchmen series that was there. Like we could have had 3 of them on us in our possession. And then the leader was like, no, that wasn't the main goal. That was just acceptable, like setbacks, acceptable like mishaps that happen, right? The real thing is if they could go to the border and make it back alive, and they made it back alive, right? And then so he was like, "Yo, those were just like." Here the new dude was like, "Yo, I never took you for somebody who would have been fine with like all those setbacks." He was like, "Honestly, as long as the main goal's complete, I'm chilling if there's like little obstacles in the way, right?" And then she's just like, "Yo, we lost so many like good people, right?" And it flashed back to her, and then he like threw him something. He's like, "As your reward for actually making it to the Raiders, here's what you get." And it's like this thing, right? Boom, he threw it at him, and it's whatever this is. Like it didn't say it in English, and it didn't say it in Japanese either. Let's see, that thing. It didn't say what it was in English, and it didn't say what it was in Japanese, but you get little of that. So I don't know what that is. So then he's just like, yeah, I'm actually part of the group now, and he's like, okay, for your first mission as a part of the front lines, the little excuse me, I have to call. Your mission, the little neck bands that they be wearing, like cell phones, it's most likely made. It's somebody's vital instrument, and it's made by somebody with the Watchmen series. I need you to find who it is and bring them to me, because I need it, right? And it's just like, yeah, they just hyping up to the new group, and the episode ends with that. So there's one more episode left, right? In the last episode, I don't know where's my mouse. I don't know where my mouse went. And then the last episode is called Field Trip, and yeah, so can't wait for whenever that is out.
Bro, I'm over here like, yo, that next episode right there. I'm like, wait, he just switched to
Yeah,
Japanese, bro. This guy,
yeah, I
bro.
just switched to Japanese,
Yeah.
but yeah, and now my mouse isn't working, so let's
W.
go down. But yeah, nah. So yeah, that last episode is called Field Trip, and I only have it in sub. So yeah, that's
W.
that. Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. I mean, W
I don't know if
episodes.
you want to continue. How many episodes? You said W episodes?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm starting a rewatch of everything this week. I'm gonna try to at least. Whenever I can, it's gonna be bang. I think I want to start. I think I want to start with Doctor Stone. I can't lie. Think I'm starting there.
Alright. I mean, you said continue. I mean, continue what?
I don't know. I don't know what I was about to say.
I
I
mean,
don't remember what I was about to say.
I mean, shit. Let's just go ahead and wrap it up then.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Let's
Wrap it
go
up.
wrap it up.
It's getting late. It's getting late. I
Yeah.
gotta work.
Yeah, we got to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Obviously, this is the Plot Armor podcast on the Block Sit Down channel. If you got made it to the end of the video, consider clicking that subscribe button as it help out the channel a lot. Also, since you're right in there, also consider clicking that like button as it also really do help out a lot. But other than that, I mean, obviously, you gotta know this is the Block Sit Down channel. So obviously, there's other podcasts on the channel. Obviously, college football is coming to an end, so there'll be less content coming out that on that. But you know, our anime it's yearly around. It's
Yeah,
damn.
it's always
It's always a sub. So you expect us to always be here at least. Maybe our schedule might change. Maybe we might change it to a different post date. We don't know. Obviously, when that time comes, it will happen. But till then, you know, go scroll around. Scroll around on YouTube on our channel and find the things that you like. But yeah, other than that, it's been the Plot Armor podcast. We appreciate you for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you next. Peace.
Peace.